student, in previous video we have seen some of the question answer of chapter number 8. Chapter number 8, motion, in text question answer. And in this video we will see the further question answer. So in previous video we have seen about the question answer which is on page number 100. And in this video we will start from the page number 102. The first question that distinguishes between a speed and velocity. As I explain in explanatory part, that speed which is depend on the distance, whereas velocity which is depend on the displacement. If you are talking about the formula of the speed, then the speed is equal to distance divided by time, whereas a velocity is equal to a displacement divided by time. So for the understanding the difference between speed and velocity, we know about the distance and displacement. Then we can easily describe the speed and velocity. As I told you that the speed is depend on the distance, and distance means a total pathway which is covered by the object. So we can say that the distance we get always positive, and for the description of the distance it does not require a direction, it only require a magnitude. So the same thing is applied to this speed, because the speed is depend on the distance. So we can say that the speed is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity means it is a physical quantity which do not require a direction for the explanation. It's only require a magnitude. So we consider a speed as a scalar quantity. Whereas a vector quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. Why we consider velocity as a vector quantity? Vector quantity means a physical quantity which require a direction as well as the magnitude, both the thing, for the complete explanation. So such a quantity we consider as a vector quantity. And the velocity is a vector quantity. Why? Because velocity is depend on the displacement, and a displacement is also a vector quantity, because a displacement, for the explanation of the displacement we require a direction as well as the magnitude, and as we know that the velocities depend on the displacement. So from that we can say that velocity, it is a vector quantity. As I told you that the speed is depend on the distance, so the distance is always positive, and velocity, as it is depend on the displacement, so as we study that the displacement is a positive as well as the negative. So we can say that the speed of the object is always a positive, while the velocity of the object is can be positive or it can be negative. And displacement can be zero as well, but a distance cannot be zero. So according to that we can say that velocity of the moving object can be zero, but the speed of the moving object can never be zero. So the distance between the speed and the velocity, the first difference, the speed, it is a scalar quantity, while a velocity, it is a vector quantity. The second difference, speed of an object is always positive, while the velocity of object can be positive or negative. While the third difference, the speed of moving object can never be zero, whereas the velocity of a moving object can be zero. So let's revise one more time. The question 1, distinguish between a speed and velocity. The first difference, speed is a scalar quantity, while the velocity is a vector quantity. Speed of object is always positive, whereas velocity of an object can be positive or negative too. The third one, that a speed of moving object can never be zero, while velocity of moving object can be zero. Now let's see the question number 2. Under what condition or conditions is or are the magnitudes of average velocity of an object equal to its average speed? Means here we have to write down such a condition in which we get the both the things same. Means the average velocity of an object and the average speed both are the same. So in which kind of condition we get both the things same? Whenever the body is moved in a straight pathway. So in such a condition we get a magnitude of average velocity is equal to the magnitude of the average speed. So such a condition we get a same, or you can say the equal. So the question is that under what conditions or condition is the magnitude of average velocity of an object is equal to its average speed. So the magnitude of average velocity is equal to the average speed when a body moves in a straight line. If the body is moved straight line in such a condition, the distance and the displacement of the object is become a same. So we can say that the average velocity is equal to the average speed. Now let's move further. Question number 3. What does the odometer of an automobile measure? So the answer is odometer of an automobile measure the distance traveled by it. Odometer, it is a one kind of instrument which measure the total distance which is covered by the body, and this odometer you use in a vehicle, so you can say that in an automobile. So the question is that what does the odometer of an automobile measure? The odometer of an automobile measure the distance traveled by it. Let's move further. Question number 4. What does the path of an object look like when it is in a uniform motion? Question is, what does the path of an object is look like when it is in uniform motion? When these things is happen, when the uniform motion is occur, uniform motion's definition is that a regular interval time period, the total distance is covered by the object is the same. So in such a condition we get the uniform motion. So the answer is, when an object is in uniform motion, then it is in a its path is in a straight line. So the question is, what does the path, here the asking for the path. What does the path of an object look like when it is in uniform motion? When it is occur the uniform motion, whenever the path is in a straight line. So in such a condition, the distance traveled by the object in regular interval of time, it's the same. And it is only happen when the path is a straight line. So the answer is, when an object is in a uniform motion, then its path is straight. Now let's move further. Question number 5. During an experiment, a signal from a spaceship reached the ground station in a 5 minutes. During an experiment, a signal from a spaceship reached to the ground station in a 5 minutes. So what was the distance of a spaceship from the ground station? The signal travels at the speed of a light, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Here the two thing is given, one that is of speed of light, it's a 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, and the second thing that is of time, which is 5 minutes. So let's make first it whatever the given things that we have to write down first. So the given things that is of speed of light, or you can say the speed of the signal, it's a 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. And the second thing that is given, the time taken, it's a 5 minutes. So here the one unit that is of meter per second, but the second unit that's for time, it's a minute. So first of all we have to convert this minute into the second. So first of all we convert this 5 minute into the second. So the 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, then the 5 minute is equal to how many? So the 5 minute is equal to 300 seconds. So the time taken by the signal in reaching to the earth, we have formula that distance traveled by the signal in a 5 minute is equal to speed into the time. So the speed that is of 3 into 10 raised to 8, and the time taken, it's a 300 second. So the distance of a spaceship from the ground station is 9 into 10 raised to 10 meter. So the answer is, distance of a spaceship from the ground station is 9 into 10 raised to 10 meter. Let's see one more time. Question number 5. During an experiment, a signal from a spaceship reached the ground station in a 5 minutes. What was the distance of a spaceship from the ground station? The signal travels at the speed of light, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So let's see the solution. The speed of signal, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, and time taken by the signal in reaching to the earth is equal to 5 minutes. So first of all, we convert this minute into the second. So the 5 into 60, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Then the 5 minute is equal to how many? So the 5 into 60 is equal to 300 seconds. Now, the distance of a spaceship from the ground station is equal to a distance traveled by the light signal, and for that, how many time is required. So the speed into the time we can write down. The speed of the travel light signal is 3 into 10 raised to 8 into a time taken this speed to reach to the ground. It's a 300 second. So the answer is 9 into 10 raised to 10 meter. Means the distance of spaceship from the ground station is 9 into 10 raised to 10 meter. It is our answer. I hope you all are understand. In next video we will move further from the question from the page number 103, question number 1, and write down the question answer in your fair notebook of the science. As I post you this all this question answer in the study material. So after completion of the chapter, kindly write down the question answer of particular chapter. Thank you.